There you go.
Woo-wee. What's going on, folks? How we doing? Welcome to another nursing debriefing with your favorites, the couple nurses. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, evening, night, whenever you guys are watching. We're coming home from our night shift. We got about one more week to go till we wrap up this badass contract here in Austin. We've learned so much.
Countdown of days. And I know we aimed for Florida. Our next contract looking more of like a California destination. So we got hit with a pretty decent rate for San Diego, which is rare. And San Diego, for those of you that have not been to San Diego is like an awesome place to be in. You're right by the water, basically. You got the San Diego Zoo there. You're half an hour away from Tijuana. Like San Diego is a very touristy and very prime destination to be in. So if you can get a high-paying contract there, and you can be in San Diego, you know, life's good.
And the healthcare system that's here in Austin that dominates most of the facilities is actually the same healthcare system that is out in Florida, HCA. So they tend to have the same bill rates, and this is how the agencies get paid to pay us ultimately. So that's why that's standard there, and we're kind of like looking at different options because ultimately we need more money if we want to take a break for summer and ultimately to fund the podcast and all these ventures that we're doing. So yeah.
So I'm pretty satisfied. Like I wanted to do Miami, get the Miami experience, but like the fact that Miami wasn't paying well, so we had to settle for like Tamarack, Florida, which is a little bit more north of Fort Lauderdale, like northwest. So we weren't even getting the Miami experience, to be honest. So I prefer a San Diego experience versus a Fort Lauderdale experience, to be honest.
Catch flights, not feelings, right? We're not tied down to Miami.
Catch flights, catch contracts, not feelings.
Yeah, for sure.
And we got some surfboards there, two of them ready for us to, hop on and
get some waves out in Cali.
Mm-hmm.
And how the shifts? They've been pretty good, to be honest. I can't complain about the past couple days I've been working. It's very tedious. I actually got one of my guys back that I've been talking about for the past couple weeks, that ABG guy and the guy that coded.
And doing too hot.
Yeah, he's just really unresponsive for the past couple days. Sedation's been off for 48 hours, is not doing anything, not even grimacing to pain. So actually this shift I did a CT scan. We'll see what the results are. I'm thinking that maybe he has like a anoxic brain injury. His potassium went super critical, and they did the whole Caxilate, insulin, and D50 wasn't doing much, so they actually ended up putting a dialysis cath in, a trialysis cath, because it has a pigtail. And yeah, they dialyzed him. I didn't know, but I guess they do 3 dialysis in a day, or initially, to get him used to it. So the first day they didn't do much. They only pulled 500. The main thing was to lower his potassium, so they did like a 1K bath, which is super aggressive. One thing you gotta watch out for, what is it called, the first time you get dialysis, is the disequilibrium syndrome, where your fluids are just kind of shifting in your brain. Your brain can swell, and it can lead to hypotension and all that, so they're very cautious with that. And second, third day, they're just trying to pull more. They pulled 1 liter yesterday, and today they're going to try to pull basically 2 liters and get them used to it. Kidney function just shut down after you get dialysis, to be honest, like 5 cc's an hour.
Yeah.
So
it's wild, man. And my 2 shifts, they were good. I had a continuous EEG patient. I was really reading a little bit about her history, and I guess she got diagnosed with some seizures December of not last month, but the year prior. And I guess she got COVID in September, and she had a seizure and basically became unresponsive. So I sent her here from a different hospital, and then progressively she's been getting better. She's been getting more with it. And this morning when I was giving a handoff, she actually seemed like she was following the commands. When I went to essentially around 4 o'clock in the morning, it was still kind of fence. I wasn't sure if she was following it or it was just like reflexes, because like I would ask her if she's in pain, and she seemed like she would try to say something, but then like I asked her to squeeze my hand, she squeezed, but like when I wouldn't ask her anything, she would still squeeze, so I wasn't sure what was going on with that, if she's fully there now. But this morning, like, she was nodding and stuff, and it's crazy because nobody knows what was going on with her, because they also did CT and didn't show any abnormalities, so we're trying to figure out like what the hell happened. And she hasn't had any seizures for these past 48 hours, so that's good too. So she's kind of coming out of it, and hopefully, she gets better. My other guy was COVID. high flow, BiPAP at night. Just one of those patients where every time he coughs real hard, his knees, he shits himself. So you know how that is.
A lot of cleaning.
Yeah, but he's a nice guy. He's just like, I don't know if it's like he's on a little bit of Precedex. I'm not sure if it's like Precedex where it makes him like not aware that he has to shit. But he knows he has to pee, so that's good at least. Just the whole shit situation. Yeah, but at least the whole shit situation was like, hey, do you know that you like you poop? He's like, no, not really. But then like, sometimes he would ask me, so it's kind of weird. So I'm not sure if it's maybe Precedex. I'd rather have him doing that than being super anxious, you know.
I took care of one of your patients that had the dextrocardia, so he finally left to a nursing home. That's when the heart just flipped right out the whole entire cavity.
Yeah, the other side. Yeah. So yeah.
And my guy, he got a trach the day before yesterday, but it's kind of ass backwards how they did things here, where they did a trach, but they didn't peg, and that's usually a combination of UAC being done. There's no like IR availability till next week Monday, and like they can't put an NG in. They tried multiple times to getting a Dubhoff in. It kept coiling in. I think 3 or 4 times it was done. They can't get it. So like, you know, he hasn't got fed in 2 days because we have to wait for IR placement under fluoroscopy. So
speaking of NG, I tried to put an NG twice to my guy. Started bleeding from both nostrils, and I was like, fuck that. He started coughing, and now he's gonna fucking cough, dude. So I might have actually like nicked something in this long, yeah, because ever since then he's just having like this hard cough. I'm like, fuck.
I don't know if I ever talked about on the cam when like you went on break and I tried to put an NG in. Jeez. One time I tried to be a hero and help Peter. Peter put NG in, went on break. The guy took it out by that time. X-rays already showing up, so I'm like, screw it. Like, let me just get the sucker in. Guy was just bleeding profusely, kept coughing and ended up being coiled up in his lungs.
Yeah. So it's scary, dude, when you put an NG tube in and it happened, you're just like, fuck, what did I do today? Like,
because you're hurting the person.
Yeah, it's rough. And this guy was like, fuck, after 2, I was like, nah. Then he kept coughing all fucking night. I'm like, god damn it, dude, it's my bad. So I just told Asian, like, you know, it is what it is. Put it under fluoroscopy. And because the dude wasn't eating. Like, he could eat, he just doesn't want to fucking eat. He's a super poor appetite. And I understand, like, because we were sick last week, or depending on when it's gonna release, maybe a couple weeks ago. I had a poor appetite, but I knew I had to eat something. So I don't know how people like don't do that. Like, you know, you gotta eat, just eat something, put it down your throat. Just move
body
along,
needs
you know?
energy.
But this guy, you know, was his appetite was so poor where they had, you know, he's completely with it. He got put an NG tube. His wife even brought him food, like outside like from a restaurant and shit, and nothing. They don't want to eat. So
C19, man, it's crazy out here. I also got a rapid response today. It was pretty basic. It was actually a patient that Peter had like weeks ago that was still here. Became obtunded, lethargic, had a seizure actually too. Went down for CT and it basically had a multi-intracranial hemorrhage, strokes. Went down to CT twice today actually, so repeated her CT at 5 a.m. We'll see if it got better. So she didn't have a midline shift or anything like that. So hopefully she gets better. But yeah, just her NIH is like 13. She's not responding to nothing, man. I'm sternal rubbing her and
a lot of neural patients these last couple weeks.
Yeah, poor things, man. And yeah, we'll see what happens with her. Can't do an MRI because she has shrapnel in her body.
Yeah, that's crazy too. Yeah, that's about it. Just counting down the days. Got 2 more shifts left here. And thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Ask us some questions about our shift you guys want. Or if you guys have some, you know, cool stories or just some like, what is it called? Shoot the shit?
Yeah, shoot the shit with us. Drop a comment.
For sure.
Or if you guys want to find out some different scenarios or things that we deal with in a hospital, let us know. I'm sure we've probably done it.
Yeah.
We've done so much working in the ICU, so.
Never a dull light at the ICU.
Counting down today's shift. See you guys in the next one.
Peace out.